Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Cold day here on the ranch. Just getting a lot of stuff done today. We had a group come in to do some filming on the property today. And just so everybody's clear, I don't own this property. I just work here at Lone Oak Ranch over here in Gainesville. I'm the chef here, so I prepare the meals for the people that come to stay here. We're open a few days a week and put the restaurant in about a year and a half ago. Been doing restaurants for about 30 years or more now, working in the industry as an executive chef for the last probably 15 or so years of my career and stuff like that. And just wanted to say hello to everybody. It's getting cooler in Texas. Woke up this morning about 4 o'clock this morning and the wind was blowing 30 miles an hour. Knew when I stepped outside that it was going to be chilly. Was anticipating it like the first day of school. So was ready to start the day on a chilly note. But luckily, yesterday, as you know, if you've watched my videos, I was preparing for that and trying to prepare all the animals and keep them warm. The goats and the chickens and the rabbits and the pigs and the laying hens and the turkeys and the longhorn and the donkey and the miniature horse and my cats and my barn cats and all of that stuff. Just a lot of animal stuff going on today. Did that all day yesterday, so everybody has plenty of fresh bedding and hay, and we'll show you the barn here in the next couple of days when it kind of simmers down a little bit with the wind. Basically, I'm trying to keep everybody safe. I've brought my little cat inside the doors of my trailer here so that he can stay warm as well. I live in an RV park here on the ranch and I enjoy it. I work here and cook here and do a lot of farm stuff around here. Enjoy homesteading. I've written several books on homesteading and farm life and things like that. As I said before, I don't edit these videos. I'm just going to put the videos up, and if people want to enjoy them, they can. I'm looking for just to share my life with people, the way I live and the way I work and the things that I do and all that stuff. Trying to do something every day. It may not be an inspired video, but I'll try to do the best I can to inspire somebody. Today I was just thinking about the next part of my journey here and what that means for me here at the ranch, and how I've really been focusing lately on community and building community and trying to get people involved in activities and things here around the ranch, and cleaning up things and all of that. Like I said, on a nicer day, I would be glad to take you out with me on a journey, and we'll do that soon. This is my second video on YouTube for this channel, and I'm just trying to keep it real and keep warm right now. What I basically do during the cooler months, because I was here last winter, which was horrible here in Texas, a lot of ice and storms and things like that. And I knew this year that I needed to prepare for this. I'd never set foot inside an RV trailer before I moved here. Lived in the house with the mother-in-law suite and all that stuff over in a town nearby, and just learned a lot from that experience last year of animals being outside. A lot of them unfortunately fell victim to some of the other animals that are just trying to survive out here in the wilderness and the forest that we have here on property. We have a lot of oak trees and pine trees and things like that, and birds and raccoons and coyotes and farms nearby. It's basically a farm to market road that I live on, and just a lot of activity going on. And so there's a lot of animals and stuff that are just trying to survive out here as well. This is their land, is the way I look at it, and so we're just here to visit. And I try to keep that as simple as possible, not interfering with their personal space. As long as they don't interfere with mine too much, then I'm fine with that. Trying to get my head warm. As you know, I'm bald and I don't have a lot of hair, so all your heat escapes through your head, and I don't really have that much hair, so it's hard for my head to keep warm during especially this wind. We've had a lot of wind today, and so I've been trying to stay out of that. I had to go out and check on the longhorn and the donkey and the miniature horse that we had moved to the back pastures today because they had eaten down a lot of the grass in the front pasture at the property. So I moved them back, I don't know, a few days ago and stuff. I went down there to check this afternoon, and the longhorn had gotten trapped in one of the other turnout pens, and so I had to go and literally walk him back. He was confused. And then dealing with an animal that large, especially with his horns being as big as they are, didn't want him to get scared and kind of run at me, or, he probably wouldn't have intentionally done it. They're very gentle animals, but, you just got to be careful when you're walking out in pasture and stuff near very, very large animals that's their home. So they've learned to come up now to go to the water trough and the gates at the front of that back pasture where I feed them and water them, but there's plenty of ryegrass for the winter. They're eating on that to stay warm, and lots of trees and stuff, and I'll show you that when I walk back out there on one of these nice days. And then hopefully I can turn that front pasture back over into green by springtime, and they'll rotate through these back pastures, and then I'll feed them with additional hay so that they stay warm. For a lot of people that don't know, larger animals that have different stomachs need to eat a lot of hay and grass during the wintertime in order to stimulate their back stomach. They have 4 stomachs called the rumen, and then that keeps them warm during the winter months, and so that they can survive during that time. I also supplement with grain, and so and plenty of fresh water. And right now I'm having to cart water back there because we don't have a water system in place for that area, but 15 gallons of water per day for those animals that I switch out in 5-gallon buckets, and just try to keep that from icing over, especially in these cooler nights and stuff. We're supposed to be down to like 20 in this area tonight and for the next few days, but then the sunshine comes out in the afternoon, mid-morning, and pretty much stays out during the day, so that will help keep the ground warm, which will also help keep the animals warm. I've bedded down my dogs out there, my guardian dogs and my animal livestock dogs, with extra straw. Straw actually works better than hay. It doesn't hold the heat, and so it's a lot better for them, and I've bedded them down with extra straw, and they have covered shelters and automatic dog feeders and waterers and things like that helps keep them warm and safe, and they can continue to eat if they get too cold and things like that throughout the night. And then as far as the rabbits, I haven't seen any babies come, but I know that my 2 females have been bred, and so I'm just waiting on them to have their kits, little litters. And so pigs are doing well, gained a lot of weight this year. Fed them scraps from the kitchen this morning. Also fed the chickens their scraps. They have automatic feeders as well, 5-gallon buckets, so that they have plenty of feed and can continue to lay during the winter time. I find that if you supplement with a lot of protein during these months when it's a little bit cooler, and we don't get a long season here in Texas of cold weather, but we usually get the ice and the black ice and things like that. So we just have to be careful driving, and you want to make sure that you have stuff on your property to take care of these animals so that they stay warm during this time, and then basically we're back to springtime again, starting into February, going into March. What I'm doing right now is I'm working on, we've got a film crew here this week, and I'll take care of their meals while they're staying here on property. They're staying in one of the Airbnb residence houses here and filming inside that location and a couple of locations around the property. And then they'll come down to the cafe and eat a few times a day to sustain them while they're here. And they're from all over the country doing a bunch of different films and stuff. I won't say the names, so just liability wise and all that, legal wise and stuff. But yes, we have film crews that come here to the ranch to film westerns and different types of cinematic stuff that you can find on Netflix and all of that stuff. And then you'll see actually what the ranch looks like through that scope of things as well. So anyway, I'm sitting here with my cat here in his name's Felix, and I'll go ahead and show you him and let you meet Felix.